Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton, and welcome back to Diablo 2. I'm joined once again by my friend Chris.
Hi everybody, how's it going?
And last time we defeated Bloodraven, and this time we are going to go search for Cain, which requires us to go to the Stony Field. We teleport to the Cold Plains.
Yep.
Then we hike to the Stony Field. And go through the dark passage, or underground passage, into the dark woods. And there we will find the Tree of Inifis guarded by King Kong.
Didn't we do the thing with the stones and we click on them? Didn't we do that?
Not yet. That is something we have to do later.
I feel like I watched you do that. I could be losing my mind, though.
You are definitely losing your mind because we have not even gotten to the Stony Field yet.
What did I see?
You would know if we went to the Stony Field because of Rakanishu.
Oh, that's right, Rakanishu. Okay, you're right.
Who has a sort of a cameo in Diablo 3.
Yeah, he's one of the mini sub-bosses that can spawn, right?
Yeah, you can get his blade and stuff.
That's right. Yeah, it's one of the useless legendaries that nobody wants.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's really just for a nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
I will point out, as an explanation for anybody who's paying attention to the map, I know I have my map up.
I have mine too.
It's different this time than it was last time. Every time that we start, like a new session, and we start a new game, we're going to have new maps. In single player, it would be persistent.
And also, that's the only way to refresh the enemies, correct?
Yes. Although we shouldn't... Oh, this is the wrong way. We shouldn't really have a problem with, like, running out of enemies or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the enemies do refresh when the new map is spawned. And the locations of everything will change. So it's not going to be, like... Even if we remember where something was last time, it won't necessarily be in the same place this time.
How do I auto-run?
I rebound my keys. There's a toggle auto-run button, and I bound it to control.
Okay, configure controls. Run is... It's R! That's right. There we go. Yay! So does this game automatically set the game to players 2 when there's 2 players in the game?
Yes.
Okay. I know you can set it on your own to be cool.
Yeah. I wonder if we can actually set it here.
Yeah, I think you can. I think it's tilde. Is it tilde? It's not tilde.
No, it should be normally like enter for the chat.
Yeah, it is. And then you go /players.
It's not for me. I accidentally unbound it somehow.
I don't know what the actual command is, but yeah, it does work. Just see. This is riveting gameplay.
BattleNet, that's not a valid command. Yes, it is very riveting. Commands, type help.
Players. Correct. I did use /help.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
It would be nice if they gave us an actual list of topics, like instead of just saying /help topic.
Yeah, whatever. It's not important. We don't need. That's not something we need to be messing with.
We probably can. At the very least, I can do this.
Yes, very cool. So, do you fight goblins throughout this whole game, or do they kind of stop showing up when you hit a certain level?
You mean Fallen?
Yeah.
They get reskinned and called something else.
Yeah.
At some point.
It's already happening a little bit. We've got blue ones. We've got these carvers already.
Yeah, and throughout the game they'll...
Which is why I use the word goblin, because, like, I don't know.
Yeah, they keep... there's a certain limited set of monsters, and then they eventually start reusing...
Gotcha.
The monster models and animations. Though I want to say that most of that reuse comes at like higher difficulty levels.
Okay.
Like there will be different variants of these things on Nightmare and on Hell. But I think there is still some limited reuse, like just in the later acts.
Ooh, choking gas poison. Aren't those worth like, a lot of money?
Yeah, in general, those and fulminating potions are worth quite a bit.
Yeah, those are the orange ones, the red ones.
Yeah, the ones that explode.
The color I can't see.
I mean, they're not worth like a lot, but early game, it's very valuable.
Yeah, get some town portals. Skill Shrine! I think skill levels in this game are such a weird holdover from an older time. Like, most games don't really have skill levels anymore.
It's a shame. because it's a fun thing.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me of like classic WoW, where like you would specifically you would not upgrade certain spells to certain levels because they just got more expensive and lost their effectiveness.
Yeah, I can understand why people don't like the skill system and why developers generally move away from it, because it tends to have those drawbacks that it has. There's always a ideal way to do it, and so you don't really have much choice if you want to play optimally.
Yeah.
And that's just a consequence of the fact that it's really hard to balance otherwise, as much as developers try.
Yeah.
So they tend not to do that so much anymore, because it's like, well, you really only have the illusion of choice, so why bother with the illusion?
Yeah.
But at the same time, the illusion... We need to be up here, by the way.
Oh, sorry, I'm beating up some dead guys.
The illusion of choice that it gives, if you want to place... If you don't care and you play suboptimally, and you just pick the things you want, there's quite a lot of fun to be had in that, in creating different builds, even if they aren't the best.
Yeah. As long as the game isn't so difficult as to punish that kind of playstyle, I don't mind. Oh!
Yeah, you might want to stay back and use fireballs.
I also leveled up.
Let my minions take the brunt of the damage. Oh, stay in town, and I will get a portal for you. All right, there we go. It's been so long since I played multiplayer in this that it took me a while.
Okay. You have to go through it, I think, for it to open.
No.
Because it's not here.
Should be.
Oh, it's over here in this corner. Weird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does not show up near the waypoint. You gotta learn in every town, like, where the portal locations are.
So you can't take the stuff that I drop, right?
No. It's all locked in your body. It is possible, I think, for you to drop stuff outside of your body if your inventory is completely full.
Wait, where is my body?
It's right between you and me, on the ground.
I can't pick up anything from it. Oh, there it is. Wait, why is it? Oh, there it goes. It was being fussy, but I fixed it.
If you have too much gold, I think you'll drop that. And if your inventory is absolutely stuffed full of things, then I think it can end up dropping like what you wear. I'm not entirely sure about that one though.
Well, I think you ended up picking up all my gold because I have 0 gold and there's none to pick up.
I might have accidentally done that without thinking.
It's okay. That is the tax I get for dying.
I'm not really sure. I think it might deduct a tax anyway.
Yeah, I think you're correct about that. I thought I had standstill bound.
Why would you have standstill bound to E?
Because it makes sense in Diablo 2.
I never use the standstill option.
Oh, do you play a lot of the ranged ones?
Yeah, I do. I guess sometimes it's useful if you're playing a ranged class, like the Sorceress. I can see it, but I don't use it a lot.
For me, it's a good way to keep control of my character because it's just stop moving.
The thing is, you cast spells with right click, and you
but
don't.
If you hit standstill and you've got, if you later, this is more of a Diablo 3 habit, but you've got your primary signature spell if you're a wizard or your basic shot, you just hit the E button and click, and then you can just kind of aim around. And you're not going to move. I don't know. That's just how I've always played these games. So I played Torchlight. You ever play Torchlight?
I want to say not really. I want to say I've touched the game at some point.
Okay, you've dabbled.
Yeah, but I don't think I've done much. Maybe there was a demo or something that I played.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Because Torchlight 2 is a lot like this game, but just with a lot more modern polish. But it's not like Diablo 3 levels of streamlined. It's still a lot more you got skill levels and skill trees and stat points and stuff. And it's pretty cool. I like that game a lot. It's a good middle ground between Diablo 3 and this.
Yeah, I know. I checked your games list because I was curious to see how much Dragon Age you've played. Probably
not that much, because I played it mostly on console.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was curious to see if I was getting anywhere close, at least according to the Steam lists.
Yeah.
And I noticed that Torchlight is one of your most played games on Steam.
Yeah, Torchlight 2. Yeah, I love that game. Yeah, I've always been more of a console person. PC's always kind of been in my backup gaming stuff, except for WoW. So that's why my play times are relatively low. I think my most played game is Terraria with 140 hours or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just prefer the controller typically.
For me, it depends on what kind of game. A lot of games I like don't work well with controllers, like real-time strategy sort of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
But it definitely has a place.
But like Diablo 3, I actually prefer to play it on console. Because I can just like lean back. We're going to the Dark Wood, right?
Yes, we're in the Dark Wood.
Okay.
And somewhere around here is the Tree of Inifus.
Okay.
And we need to find that, and it will be protected by King Kong.
Actually, King Kong?
Well,
isn't it one of the giant hairy man-dude things? The gargantuan?
yes. It's actually called Treehead Woodfist.
Oh, okay.
But it's basically King Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been more of a computer kind of person. I've just always done more computer stuff. I have, done console things. When I was little, my brother had a Genesis that I played with, and that I kind of got handed down to me.
Okay.
And then I had a GameCube, but mostly like Nintendo stuff. I never had any kind of PlayStation or Xbox or anything like that.
Oh, okay. I had a Sega Genesis, and then I had a PlayStation and an N64. I've had pretty much every console at one point in my life. I'm trying to think of a console I didn't have. I never had a Nintendo. I never had a Nintendo or a Super Nintendo, but
yeah, I never had those or a 64.
But yeah, 64 on, I had everything. And like not always at the same time. Like I had a PlayStation and then it broke, and a lot of it was I get hand-me-downs from my dad, and so like he'd get a console, he'd like get bored with it, and give it to me. So like I got his PlayStation, I got his Dreamcast. I think I got his PS2, and then after that I started getting my own, like 360 and PS3 and stuff.
I've run back to town real quick to sell stuff because my inventory's full.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with my stat points, so I'm just kind of throwing everything into everything.
Yeah, so mostly you want mana. You want just enough strength for your gear, just enough... I'm not sure if stabs have dexterity requirements.
I'll look right now and take a look while I'm waiting for you. This first one doesn't, but that doesn't mean they won't. But yeah, for strength, I'm going to go up to like 24. I think that's 24 is about right. Does that sound correct?
Well, I don't know what a good minimal strength is. I usually go heavier into strength, probably heavier than I should.
Okay.
Just because I'm like, if I can't be wearing the armor, then I don't have enough strength, and that's not necessarily true for a spellcaster.
Yeah.
I would get at least 40 or 50.
Well, what I'm doing is I'm just doing 1 strength, 1 dex, 1 vitality, and 2 energy per level, and I think that'll work.
Yeah, I don't think you need or probably want dexterity.
Well, don't you need it for certain equipment?
You do not need it for any kind of armor, certain kinds of weapons, but I don't think you need it for any weapons you'll be using.
Oh, yeah, actually, I'm looking now. I don't see it. Okay, I'll stop putting points into dex then. I have way too many potions.
Yeah, I think mainly, and in fact, I've seen a lot of people online say that they don't really put too much into mana if they can help it. They mostly dump into vitality.
Okay.
And then, because apparently in like the late game, with the right kinds of items and stuff, you'll have more than enough mana.
Okay.
That's not been my experience.
Yeah, that's kind of a RNG kind of thing.
I don't really know what it is, because it seems very consistent across the people giving advice on the internet.
Okay.
But I've never noticed it. But I've never been like very good at min-maxing any of these things.
Mm-hmm. I'll do 1 strength, 2 mana for the next few levels then.
Yeah. That sounds reasonable. Like I said, 40 or 50 strength will get you most of the armor options. Like 50, I try to shoot for 50 strength in Act 2.
Okay.
Typically, because that gives you most of the options in Act 2. Act 3, you'll start to see things that require more, like 60 and 70. But you might not necessarily need to go that far, ever.
Oh man, these stabs are expensive.
Yeah. It's very difficult for spellcasters to afford early equipment. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to go back.
Okay, same.
Now, whenever you re-enter your portal in town, it closes behind you.
Yeah.
So if you've opened a portal, oh my god. The waypoint was right there.
Yeah, we could have just done that, but oh well.
Oh, here it is.
Treehead Woodfist. There we go.
this tree.
There we go.
Yay.
Now we have here the Scroll of Inifus. I'll grab that. And then now we can go back. We need to get Akara to translate it, and then we head back to the Stony Field.
Okay.
I think we made a mistake, which is that we did not get the Stony Field waypoint while we were there.
Yep. Which means we get to do it again.
Yep, we have to run all the way back.
Did you talk?
I got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I talked real quick to Akara. I skipped her text, but basically she had to translate the runes that are on the scroll.
Sure.
And the scroll tells us how to activate the Karen stones to be able to open the portal to Tristram.
Yeah, and that's the part where you click the stones in the order, right? But you can kind of just randomly click, can't you?
Yes. Yeah, and I like to do that usually. I think you need to open the thing, but I open it real quick, close it, don't look at it, and then I just do it randomly. Yeah, I don't know why I like doing that.
I think they're on the map, aren't they? Where the stones are?
Yeah, we can see it. We actually were at the stones because we encountered Rakanishu. Like, we were in and among them.
Yeah, I remember I was clicking on them, they weren't working, and I was like, oh, I guess you have to find the scroll first.
Which means really, at this point, we could just skip finding the waypoint because we won't need to come back here.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's usually good to find the waypoints, but it's not so important.
Not necessary.
Yeah, it's usually...
Ooh, what is that blue orb on you? Oh, is that like the...
Oh, yeah. Actually, I wasn't thinking. I should have let you get this. I clicked on the shrine, and it gave me a buff to my mana regeneration.
Oh, that would be nice to have.
Yeah, and I'm not really using much mana, so I really should have let you have it.
You don't use a lot of mana?
No. It takes quite a bit of mana to summon my minions, but then after that, I I don't really use it for anything, so I just walk around on full mana most of the time. Every once in a while, I have to replace a skeleton, but that's not so bad.
Until you get to, the later difficulties, right? And then it's like...
Even then, you never really... I mean, if you're losing minions that fast, summoning more probably isn't going to help you.
True.
Like, at a certain point, you're just overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's the stones. So let's click on them. There we go. There's one. Oh wow, they were all sequentially in an order.
That's crazy. I thought they were always in a star pattern.
I don't know. I've never seen that before. In 20 years of playing this game, I've never seen that. Oh, you missed the cow. I clicked it.
You have to click it?
No, it just explodes and hurts you, but I always click the cow. I don't know why I clicked the cow.
Tristram is where the cow level is, technically, right? Like, it's the same, tile set?
I think most of Act 1 is the same tile set.
Well, is there, I know there's, a special Tristram you can go to for, crazy people, isn't there?
I think that there is some, Uber stuff that but I'm not very familiar with any of it.
What the heck, game? Jeez.
You need to stand further back.
Well, I had to go hit because I ran out of mana.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. My minions died. Oh, yes. There we go. He is taking forever to kill.
Is he dead now?
Yeah.
Sabre.
When you die, your companion dies. So you need to go talk to Kasha to resurrect her.
It's a very different game from Diablo 3. The more I play it, the more I can see why people who really like this game would get mad. It's this is very different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, not all of it's good. I mean, there are lots of things which, Diablo 3 does great as convenience things.
Oh, no.
What?
I clicked off the screen and messed up OBS.
Oh.
It's still recording, we're fine.
Okay.
I apologize to everyone. Everything is fine.
Well, if there's problems with your recording, then I'll probably be showing my camera during that time.
Yeah, during those few seconds.
Or, who knows, maybe I'll just show off what went wrong, but,
But look at how dumb Chris is.
So Diablo 3 does, improve a lot of quality of life things and stuff, but it does take, in general, the art direction, and a lot of the game direction in a very different way, in a very different style.
Yeah, which I think I still prefer, but I at least understand a little better the apprehension towards this version, or towards that, or the changes they made.
Yeah, it's not the Diablo 3 that we were quite looking for, but it's sort of, it's half and half there.
Yeah.
It's an updated Diablo game, but
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen you probably have, because you watch Riker as well, I think, right?
Oh my goodness. I think the thing is still there, but
What is still there?
the portal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Did you see that there's some concept art of what... Because Diablo 3 in its development was halted and then restarted with a different people. It was originally being developed by Blizzard North.
Yeah.
And then Blizzard North was dissolved and a different Diablo team took over.
Yes, I remember that.
And they at that time, they scrapped all of their progress on Diablo 3 and started over again. But there's still some concept art and some early screenshot sort of things of what Diablo 3 would have looked like if they had been able to see their project through.
Okay.
And that looked really cool. It looked like it was Diablo 2, but better.
Oh, okay.
Like brought into 3D and, with modern technology, but still the same kind of feel, the same kind of direction, but with the quality of life improvements of a more modern game.
That would have been pretty cool. I would have probably...
So from now on, you talk to Deckard Cain to get him to identify all your stuff for free.
Ooh, Ring of Energy.
And then that way you can sell it without having to buy a bunch of scrolls to do stuff.
Okay. So, I got a Ring of Energy, but it was only +1 to energy, but it was worth almost 1,000 gold, so I sold it. Is that bad?
No, that's fine. I often sell things early on for more money, especially if you can find... What's really valuable is if you can find a staff or a wand that you can then purchase.
Yeah.
I have an amulet here with a 10% faster cast rate. You want it?
I'll take it. Yeah. Drop it, right?
Yeah. There is a trading menu, but I don't know how often, if ever, people actually use it.
And there's just no need.
They probably use it more online when you're working with strangers because it can kind of help prevent cheating. But when you're just between friends,
yeah. Because if I just took off and ran off with an item of yours, that would be a pretty rude thing to do.
Oh, nice. There's a wand here with 3 to skeleton mastery. I'll take that.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
It is.
I don't think she has anything useful for me.
I bought it for 10,000 gold.
How do you have 10,000 gold?
I pick up everything and I sell it.
Oh. I have 2,000.
Alright, so now Charcy the Smith is giving us a quest to go find her hammer from the monastery.
Ooh, this one's really good, but it's 70,000. I can go gamble a wand, can't I? Or a staff?
I think so. I don't really gamble much.
What's up, Geed? Alright, let's gamble. What you got? No, he does not gamble a staff.
The gambling menu randomizes every time, so if you click on it and if you close it and reopen it enough, a staff might show up.
It's a good call. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that's how it worked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Geed can sometimes also get early access to items. So mid to late Act 1, you can buy some Act 2 stuff.
Oh, okay.
Mid to late Act 2, you can get some Act 3 stuff. Usually when I gamble, that's all I do.
Okay.
Is I will... Because obviously the stats and everything are randomized, but if you can recognize graphically that, this is the next tier, then even if it rolls with poor stats, it's still probably a good item. So you can hedge your bets that way.
Hey, do you think this would be a good opportunity to stop the video and start the next one?
I was thinking about it. It's
been 30 minutes. So I think that'd be a good call.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
And then we can see what else we can do. Okay. So anyway, that will be all for this episode. Thank you all so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time when we clear out the tower with the Countess.
Bye, everybody.